Here's what you need to know about the week's top stories. 1. President Trump has openly criticized the special counsel's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election, calling it a witch hunt and those who cooperate with investigators rats. But our team of Washington reporters uncovered a more secretive layer of Mr. Trump's public war on the investigations encircling him. Dozens of interviews and a review of confidential White House documents revealed numerous unreported episodes in a 2-year drama. The special counsel is expected to deliver a report on the results of his investigation within weeks. Once the report is submitted, it is not certain how much of it will become public or when. Have you been keeping up with the headlines? Test your knowledge with our news quiz. And here's the front page of our Sunday paper, the Sunday Review from Opinion and our crossword puzzles. ______. 2. A group of 16 states, led by California, challenged President Trump in court on Monday over his plan to use emergency powers to spend billions of dollars on his border wall. The lawsuit argues that the president does not have the power to divert funds for constructing the wall because Congress controls spending. Above, the border fence seen from Tijuana, Mexico. A day later, the Transportation Department said that it was exploring legal options to get back $2.5 billion in federal funds it had already spent on California's high-speed rail network, and that it was terminating a $929 million federal grant to the California High-Speed Rail Authority. This is clear political retribution by President Trump, and we won't sit idly by, Governor Gavin Newsom of California said in a statement. This is California's money, and we are going to fight for it. ______. 3. Senator Bernie Sanders, an independent from Vermont, embarked Tuesday on a second run for president. His bid will test whether he can retain his anti-establishment appeal or will lose ground to newer faces who have adopted many of his ideas. One of those ideas, Medicare for All, would create a single-payer health care system. While it is sometimes mocked publicly, the health care and insurance industries are taking it as a serious threat. Another 2020 candidate, Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota, above, has been under scrutiny about how she treats her staff. Several former aides told us she was not just demanding but often dehumanizing. Other former and current staff members spoke fondly of their experiences. ______. 4. Pope Francis called for an all-out battle against the abuse of minors, capping off an unprecedented meeting in Rome that yielded a first step to holding bishops accountable for sexual abuse in their diocese. Eradicating the scourge required more than legal processes and disciplinary measures, Francis said, though his landmark speech offered no policy remedies. Victims' advocates want uniform church laws to impose zero tolerance for priests who abuse minors and for the bishops who cover up for them, but Vatican officials say putting in place one world standard is virtually impossible. _____. 5. The standoff between President Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela and his political opponents has reached a head with disagreement over whether to allow tons of humanitarian aid, donated mostly by the United States, into Venezuela across the Colombian border. Venezuela's opposition, led by Juan Guaido, had an ambitious plan to peacefully import foreign aid in truck convoys, but it degenerated into deadly skirmishes Saturday along the country's borders. A smattering of supplies made it through, but most of them were blocked by armed loyalists of Mr. Maduro. Above, opposition supporters in the outskirts of Cúcuta, Colombia, on Saturday. Mr. Maduro has denied there is a humanitarian crisis in Venezuela and called the American aid a Trojan horse aimed at overthrowing his government. Opposition leaders have described the delivery of the aid as part of a plan to oust Mr. Maduro. Patients in critical condition or with serious chronic diseases told us the political theater is eclipsing their needs, with dire consequences.